There were many starts and many failures, and the process had really only begun by the time I ended up leaving India. I was partnered with an organization called the Small Scale Sustainable Infrastructure Development Fund. The organization is based in Bangalore, and their mission is to work alongside local communities and institutions in local communities to incubate and develop small businesses that provide basic infrastructure products or services. So things like lighting, water filtration, or energy services in underserved communities, but businesses that grow organically from the community and that are run by local entrepreneurs. My mission wasn't to work on one specific business, but I was actually charged with going and starting up a new office around a city called Dharwad in the northern part of Karnataka state. My first year was really not focused on a specific project or a tangible deliverable. It was more just establishing the organization within the community and connecting with potential local partners and institutions, but really understanding the lives of the people of the community, of my neighbors, to have ideas and initiatives organically developed from there. It took until about a couple months into my second year in India that really organically kind of ideas started bubbling up to how we could partner together. One of the issues in the community was how to manage basically cow dung and manure. A few families in that area that had already had household biogas plants built, and were using the energy from that for cooking. One of the initiatives that we came up with collaboratively was to create a revolving loan fund so that farmers could borrow from the cooperative bank and use it to construct a biogas plant in their home and then repay that over time, and then that money would be recycled to other communities. There were many starts and many failures, and the process had really only begun by the time I ended up leaving India. There was a subtle shift. I can't say that there was any kind of light bulb moment, but I think there was definitely a trust that built over time, because we come from a world where we want, because of our egos or just because of the ways that we've been conditioned, to have something tangible, right? The level of ambiguity of that first year was both exciting, but it was also frustrating. We finished our fellowship year, and I felt like I hadn't actually produced anything in my community. And I didn't want to be a consumer. I didn't want to just say that I had lived this experience and I had benefited from the openness and the hospitality of the people that I was connecting with, but not have been able to kind of deliver anything, and just ended up postponing indefinitely. And it ended up being an entire extra year that I was staying. And it was because of my desire to get to a point where I felt like I had something to point to and to put my name on. I'm not sure I ever got to a point where I felt satisfied from that respect. And I think that is the biggest lesson that I've carried with me through the decades since I came back. I guess I've realized that I need to sort of accept sometimes that there's a sort of bigger picture beyond myself, and I need to kind of look beyond my own need to report something based on metrics or based on my own ego, and understand that sometimes we're just sort of a catalyst that is involved in a much longer, more glacial process of change, right? So I think the work with IndyCore has kind of subtly but really powerfully shifted my sense of what it is to solve a problem. and what it is to create change, both personal change and change in a community. And I realized that the timeline isn't my own timeline. It's not there. It's not meant to serve me and be able to show like a discrete, necessarily always show a discrete outcome within a short period of time.